Now back to Gene Krupa's syncopated style shortly.
Comrades, welcome to episode 9 of Dying Scene Radio, coming to you from sunny South Bay here in the City of Angels.
Whoa, what are you doing here?
We're going to get to that, Bob. You just slow your roll. But I'm really glad to be here. Not so glad to have to look at your face while I do the podcasting.
You're happy to see me.
I really enjoyed being a couple thousand miles away, so I didn't have to see you.
One podcast,
or
you didn't get to see me, and you're back.
Came back.
Crawling back.
I am one of your charming hosts, Anarcho-Punk. With me, as always, is me buddy, Bob.
Hi.
Say hi to the nice listeners, Bob.
Hi, nice listeners.
We are here to bring you all of the scene news that you are probably too lazy to read and introduce you to some emerging acts that you were probably too lazy to discover on your own.
Yeah.
Our opening track is a great example of this. Not that it's like an emerging, I guess it's an emerging band. I don't know.
I mean, it's brand new.
That was actually former member. The name of the song was Cold Open, and that's from the new LP Old Youth. I'm super fucking stoked for that one, and you know why, Bob.
Yeah.
And
member. They're a former member of which band?
Bands. Plural. If you didn't recognize the voice, and I don't know how you couldn't, it's about as recognizable as it comes. That was the illustrious Jason Shevchuk. He has been in Kid Dynamite, None More Black, La Grisha, and while I was doing a little research on it, I found out that he was in a band also called On Guard.
All right.
And if you do some snooping around on the internet, you can find the album, the On Guard album, the lone On Guard album, available for free download.
Which came out in 2007.
I have no dude. Really?
2007. It is old.
Way to go.
11 years old.
You did the research for me.
A little bit.
I like that. But yeah, do some digging. It was a little bit of an Easter egg hunt to find it.
Yeah.
And Bob's still in the process of it. I'm probably going to cheat and send it to him. But really good album. And now we've got Mr. Shevchuk back. It's been many years, or too many years at least for me. Yeah. I don't even know. I think the last project that he really worked on was La Grisha, and that was, I don't even know, 7-8 years ago?
I don't know.
Look at Bob.
No,
I stumped you.
2008, 2009. Yeah, 8 years ago.
So about that long. Yeah. So he's been absent from the scene a little bit, and I'm so stoked that he's back. The album is insane. So fucking good. I was telling Mrs. Anarcho-Punk just the day before this album came out, and I didn't even know it was coming out. I told her that if None More Black ever did a reunion tour, that I was going to leave her for a couple months and follow them around like fish or something, like the Grateful Dead heads or whatever they're called.
Yes.
I told her I was going to be out of pocket for a few months while I followed them around. And then the next day, I shit you not, Bob, Shevchuk drops a new album. With
That's
a new
awesome.
Band. Yeah. Really good shit, obviously, on my albums of the year list.
Quite possibly his best work.
I don't know. I don't know about that. I'm gonna go back to Kid Dynamite or Not More Black for that. But excellent album.
I don't know,
I
man.
can't think of anything this year that beats it at this point. But
How old is he?
why are you asking me? It's impolite to ask somebody's age, Bob.
No, it is not.
I think he's slightly younger than me. I think he's in his late 30s, and he's actually from the South Jersey scene. I think I know some people that know him. Does that make me cool? How many cool points do I get for that?
Not any, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I am really depleted on my cool points. I could use any. If any of our listeners have any spare cool points that they could send my way, I would be more than glad to take them. I could certainly use them. Bob has no hope at all, so don't bother sending him any points. Okay, on with the show. Look, this is actually, we don't have an interview or anything. This is going to be a weird show.
I think it'll be a great show.
We're probably going to bullshit a little bit more, so I'm going to go ahead and apologize in advance, especially for whatever Bob says, because it's probably going to be stupid and useless.
Our shows have gotten really long. I think that if we do this without an interview, that it will be normal length.
Well,
the length it's
I don't want
supposed
to
to be.
stop the bands when they're talking. The past couple interviews have been awesome.
Also,
I'm not going to say,
though,
hey guys, Bob thinks the shows are running long. Let's go ahead and
That's
cut
not what
the
I'm
interview.
saying. What I'm saying is we aim for an hour and 15 minutes. We've been going a half hour over. So even without an interview, I think we'll be grand.
And if Bob says we'll be okay, we'll be okay.
Yeah.
Can I get on with the show now, Bob?
You can get on.
All right. So, let's shoot some shit. I haven't
right.
really done anything lately.
Well, I know. Why are you here?
I've been extremely busy. I actually got a new job, headquartered out of Los Angeles, so they flew me back.
All right.
And I've got a week of training this week.
Nice.
So lots of fun. I get to be in a classroom from 8 a.m. till 5 p.m.
You get to be with me from 11 today to
Till whenever.
To tonight?
TBA.
Yeah.
Keep your hands off me. Move your hand off my leg. What are you doing? Hands off, buddy. You got really handsy over the last couple months.
I haven't seen you.
So, as I mentioned earlier, and Bob just alluded, I am back in Los Angeles for some training this week.
You're missing a show this week.
I am, and I'm so pissed about it. So, 1 Square Mile, our buddies from right here in Hermosa Beach, are actually on tour, and they have a show, I don't know, 3-4 blocks from my house in Denver.
Less than a mile.
And they are playing on Friday. I don't get home until Saturday early morning, like 2 o'clock in the morning, so I'll completely miss that. And I was so stoked to have some friends from L.A. come out to Denver.
Yeah. No friends.
Not even going to see them now. So I apologize in advance for that, guys. I really shit the bed on that one, huh? Mm-hmm. I even told her, yeah, for sure, I'll be there. I'll walk up there. It's walking distance. And then I split town, and I come. The first place I go is their hometown.
Yeah.
So Bob dragged me to the
room.
beach this morning. We went and sat out on the beach, got some sun. Bob went frolicking in the waves. I watched him. It was pretty hot.
It was
like that scene from 10 where Bo Derek comes running down the beach.
Yeah.
I
think your favorite part was when I shook my hair. To get the water out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those Doogie Brown locks. So, I'm extremely excited to be home, and I'm somewhat happy to see Bob.
Yeah. I'm somewhat happy to see you, too.
What have you been up to, buddy?
Man, I've been busy, too, but, not with anything exciting. I mean, I've been mixing the Draining Endorphins album. I feel like I've said that for a whole year now. But the first draft is finally finished, and I'm making adjustments to do a second draft, and that should be done here within the next month or two, along with a documentary we're in the process of making, and a few other things. Can you make a documentary about your band? It's like an auto documentary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
I don't know.
What would you call it?
What would we call the documentary?
Yeah, what's the name
I
of the
have
documentary?
no idea. Dusty's putting it all together.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, we'll have to get him on. I want when the album comes out. I'm gonna get you and what's the other guy? Dusty, I know. What's the other guy's name? Cody. Yes. I'm gonna get them on, and we're just gonna shit on you the entire. I'm gonna do an interview, regular 10-15 minute interview. I'm gonna make sure that it's a short one because I don't want to piss Bob off with the length of the interview. And all we're gonna do is just dump on you the whole fucking interview. Right. 12 minutes. We're just gonna talk shit.
Yeah. I don't know if the guys will do that to me. They love me too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good at manipulating people.
All right.
So
we'll see what happens.
So other than that, what else? You went out of town, didn't you? Where'd you go? You fucking travel more than anybody I know, man.
went to Chicago. Hey, I didn't go to any shows in Chicago, but you know what I do have to say about Chicago is that like it is a lovely, lovely place. I wanted to go to a show there. Like we went and saw like some jazz bands and stuff, and even that, like the bars had. I went on a Thursday night at like fucking 1 o'clock in the morning, and a jazz band was playing, and there was like 40 people watching. I'm like, man, this is
pretty chill.
Yeah, this is like a Friday night at a punk show in Los Angeles. Like, you know, this is I don't know. Anyways, it was pretty cool out there, and saw a decent amount of punks throughout the city, and I imagine that they've got quite the inviting scene there. So,
our friends in Voice of Addiction are from there. We talked to them about the scene a couple episodes ago, and they really like it up there.
It seems like it would be an awesome place, dude. They have a beach there. I know you were complaining about beaches and lack of beaches in Colorado.
Breaking news: there's no beaches in Colorado,
but there is.
There's plenty of parks with lakes.
There is a park,
from what I'm told.
We went to Lake Michigan in Chicago, and they had a beach there, and the beach was actually really nice. The water was clear. The water was cold, like really cold and refreshing, and it was hot out, and good-looking ladies everywhere, and good-looking men everywhere, and whatever you're into everywhere.
Good-looking animals?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes. Yes. So, yeah, that's about it. I can't think of any shows that I've gone to, although booking shows, I've been on top of that, too. Sleepy Valley's booking shows. We put out an EP. Hey, there we go.
Dude.
I've been up to something.
Why you always steal the headline from me?
Oh, is there a headline on there?
I was gonna put it in the news segment. I didn't put it in the outline because I didn't want you to see it, but I have it in my notes. He fucking killed the headline because that's what Bob does. But yes, the new Sleepy Valley EP is out. It's on Spotify.
Yes,
I would highly recommend going to listen to it. And before you go to bed, just put it on repeat and let it play all night on Spotify so that Bob gets some fucking coin.
Yeah, you fall asleep to it. You know, put you into a nice little sleep. No, it's a 4-song EP. Did I say that right? Yeah, it's an EP, right? EP's 4 songs. It's called the LBD EP. That is, the abbreviation of our album when it comes out. Our album should be ready in a few months. We're getting it mixed for free from someone who does this professionally in their free time, so we have to wait a while, for that to be done. So we figured we'd put this out in the meantime. It's an old version of it, but we just figured we'd release it, so the mixes will be different on the album. So we got 3 songs from the album and a 4th song, a cover song. That'll be a little surprise. If you want to go check it out, go on to Spotify or Apple Music.
And just so that you're not scared away, there's no pictures of Bob on the album cover.
There is.
It's pretty small. You can't see
my backside.
Yeah, right. So
there's 2 bands called Sleepy Valley on there. Another one got on there, legit. They got on there a week before we did, and I'm like, God damn it!
I accidentally followed them the first time I went on. I had to go back and unfollow them.
Well, give them a follow if you like the music. That's fine. Support music. But anyways, we are not that. It's called the LBD EP. So when you see that, you know you're in the right place, because I think both bands, I have an EP, they have an EP.
I think so. Yeah, I think they pop up first. I don't know what prioritizes it.
Probably the fact that they got up there a week before we did. Sons of bitches.
I think you guys should have a battle to the death for the Sleepy Valley.
Down.
Are they even from fucking Sleepy Valley?
No, they're not. We are from Sleepy Valley. Sleepy Valley, California. Motherfuckers.
Fuck those fake fuckers.
Yeah, tell them to come on out.
Yeah, I'll meet you in Sleepy Valley, bitches.
I don't even live there anymore. I never did. It's where our band rehearsed.
You live close enough. It's up that way, right? All up there in the sticks.
Yes.
Let's see. You've been extremely busy. I haven't really been doing much. I've been really focusing on A, getting settled in Colorado, and then B, getting a new job, which compounds the issue even more.
But you've shot a few shows.
I have. I actually went, there was a cool thing, Punk Rock Flea Market, which actually travels around and goes to a few cities.
Okay.
There was a 2-day festival in Denver where they have, little booths with weird novelty kind of shit. And of course, merch tables and posters and all sorts of pretty cool shit. Day 1, I went to day 1. I kind of cheesed out and got old man disease for the second day. But it ended up raining really bad that second day, so they cut it short. So I didn't miss
pay to
too
get
much.
in or no?
Yeah, it was like $5-6.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
for the weekend it was $10 for
Okay.
both days, and there
That's
was supposed
awesome.
to be like 8-10 bands.
That's awesome.
So yeah, really cool. That was actually out at the Fox Street compound in Denver, which is a really cool little spot. They have some cool punk shows out
Yeah.
there. This specific show on day one, they had the Wheels, the Zippers, and the Bad English.
Drinking in the sun, not for everyone. Doing up alone, further than no drugs. All I know.
Bad English, which is such a fucking name, right? But Bad English is so great. If nothing else, the name they need.
Can I
points for.
ask what ethnicity of people were in that band?
I believe there was at least one Asian, so I think they're good. I think they've got their bases covered.
All right.
Yeah, if your name is the Bad English, get one Asian, and then you kind of cover yourself
Okay,
from
yes.
any hate.
Well, I hope he came up with the name, or she.
Let's see. So I went to that. I've been to a couple other little local shows, and then a couple weeks ago, there was John Snodgrass came through town with Gods of Mount Olympus and Zach
Yeah.
Quinn doing his solo show.
Yeah.
And we were actually supposed to get an interview with Gods of Mount Olympus, and things just didn't work out for whatever reason. That's pretty much why we don't have the interview. Not that I'm
I got
making
the offer
excuses.
to do it too out here, and I was in Chicago, man.
Yeah. We
fucking
tried.
suck.
We tried. We're gonna get them though. I
Yeah.
already told them next time they come
Okay.
through. So
Yeah.
they will. We'll get them. We'll get you. Look out, Gods of Mount Olympus.
And Zach Quinn, I'm assuming, played acoustic.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Really good show overall. Nice crowd. Everybody was laid back. Got some good shots. They were up on the Instagram,
Yeah.
dyingsceneradio.com. And then, of course, on my personal Instagram page. I never push my personal Instagram page.
No, you don't.
It's because I put the secondary pictures on my page. I put the good, like my favorite ones on the Dying
Well,
Scene
what is
page.
your handle?
Anarchopunk.la.
Oh, okay.
I'm not switching it to CO.
No.
My heart is in LA.
So anarchopunk.la if you can't get enough of those pics.
Definitely head over. Give me some likes, guys.
Yeah.
Thumbs up.
Little hearts.
So regardless of not having an interview ready for you guys, we still have a pretty stacked show. So we're going to go ahead and get started with a block of music. As always, we're going to start things off with Boss Man Dave's Solid Gold Lock of the Episode. Boss Man Dave's Solid Gold Lock of the Episode! This one is Reality Bites by the Killigans.
Top of the more is better, gentlemen. We're here to fugitive, lucrative investment. We swept into the same corner so long. We're missing out on a developmental trend here. Simple bitch, taught me off, dimple pinch Nate. Now join your brothers and sisters out on the street. Your low-income slum is incomplete. What we need is eateries and boutiques to compete. This gentrification is necessary good. A complete revitalization of your neighborhood. A lonely puddle in a crack brick avenue. Throw up an LED street light, it's good as new. In the case that this proposal's met with unease, we're holding community town hall meetings. 2:30 p.m. Monday, Tuesday this week. We'll see you there unless you're working class poverty. This district deserves a facelift. Raise your hand, raise the red, praise development. This trend's now raging like a wildfire, Marshall's a man. It seems your dwelling is not up to code. I hope that you can find a place to go. Go march out on the street, but you're late for work. Speak up, but you're picking your neighbors. Hey, stop, you're causing a disturbance. For shopping trips for upper middle class suburbans. This district, you're no longer part of it. When the wolf falls down, under weight of 1,000 voters, we'll stand tall for a cause though it's hopeless. Hold fast
From Lincoln, Nebraska, that was the Killigans with Reality Bites. That was from their brand new 13-track LP, Dance on Your Grave. And Bossman Dave says that one will most likely be making his Albums of the Year list. He's already pinning himself down. What's yours look like, dipshit?
Why are you so mean to me?
Because I know you don't have shit.
People ask this. My friends are like, why do you let him abuse you? I'm like, that's the only thing I can contribute to the podcast is abuse.
You take the punishment.
Abuse.
You're the only one that can handle all of the abuse.
I'm like, I don't know. Anyways, on my list is the Bennies.
Do you really have a list?
I really have a list.
Bob.
I'm telling you.
You are like a proper podcast host. Look at you doing work.
Thanks. The Bennies, their album was great. Popes of Chili Town. Let's see. Aimless Again. McCafferty. Long Way Down. Tusky. Dude, I've got a lot of stuff on here. The Broke Downs. Creeps.
Were good.
There's so many awesome albums. Former Members definitely going on there. Honestly, Former Members at the top right now. Like when I heard that album, immediately the first song that we opened with today is the first song on the album, and you hear that and like it's an amazing song, amazing album. So that's honestly, I can foresee that being number one right now.
It's my number one right now. Let's see, what do I got? I have Rent Strike still on my list. If you haven't listened to that Rent Strike album yet, you're a fucking loser. I don't want to know you.
That's rude.
The Shell Corporation, North Alone, the Hemp Steadies, who the album's not even out yet, but I listened to it. It's really good. Of course, Former Member. Jake and the Jellyfish put out a great album. The Holophonics, we're going to play something from them later. Really good LP. Turnstile, We Were Sharks.
Yeah,
Jeff Rosenstock has an incredible album out.
Yeah.
War on Women, The Penske File. Sick album. That one's getting a lot of attention.
Yeah.
Bundles is on my list. I'm surprised they weren't on yours.
They probably are. I've got a long list, dude. I'm looking at my my 2018s that I added, and
my list is just so comprehensive. I put anything on there, even if it's not out yet. I put it on there with some question marks. Yeah, I'll listen to it when it comes out. Yeah. The Infested, really good album. Harker, Spanish love songs, both Wiretap bands. I'm way at the bottom, and I'm talking about the Raging Nathans and Street Dogs. I'm at the bottom of my list here. Those are incredible.
So essentially, we just did our albums of the year.
Yeah, so I just named off pretty much every album that came out this year.
We don't have to do the episode.
And I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys that Nerdlinger album, probably by the time this airs, it'll be really close to the time that album's coming out.
Okay.
I got an advance copy. You're going to love it. If you like skate punk, you're going to love it.
Can I have an advance copy?
No, fuck you. Don't send them any shirts, guys. Don't send them shirts.
I didn't ask for shirts.
But you're
if
going
you've
to.
Got one.
But you're going to.
I wear a large.
Women's large. So that's it for Bossman Dave's Solid Gold Lock of the Week. We really talked a lot on that one.
Yeah, we did. That was the worst, longest intermission
between
songs ever.
I kind of forgot that we were in the middle of a block of music. Let's keep it moving.
Yeah. Next segment.
This next one is from the new LP Open Doors. This is Freddie Fuddpucker with A River Rising.
That seem to see from hay to hay as I breathe deep and dig for change in a tip jar ever empty. Shifts beg for themselves with paper cuts and too much caffeine. I was given a red flag to wrap my fingers around last night. Big tobacco, my little lungs and me. Big tobacco, my lungs and a river rising. Luxuries. I love the bridge between the neighborhoods that I hate equally. The way the sewers speak of ancient secret histories. The way your words sound in the glow of all your yesterday's victories. I held my own little red flag last night. Big beers, my little liver.
was Freddie Fuddpucker with A River Rising. The German punks describe the album as lyrically a meditation on a species simultaneously moving toward a technological singularity and the absolute annihilation of the finite world in which their physical bodies live, and some other nonsense. Yeah. So, really lighthearted album. Enjoy that.
Yeah. Sounds like it.
No, the album really is good. I love it. That was nice, good, clean folk punk from Germany.
Yeah.
You don't get that very
With
often. And it's not even really folk punk. It's just kind of that flavor.
Just a touch.
Just a skosh, if you will.
Yes.
Moving on. Fresh from the Dying Scene exclusives bin, this is the Albrights with Stand Up Pat L. Board. Getting your summer kicked off right. That was Surf Punk's The Albrights with Stand Up Paddleboard. Bob and I went to the beach today. I got a little bit burned, didn't I? The top of my feet, they're a little
I don't
bit
even
red.
understand. Neither of us put on sunscreen, and I am not red at all, and you look like the color of your red shorts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was, in my mind, I was listening to The Albrights while I sat at the beach.
Yeah.
There's nothing much better than some surf punk in the middle of summer in Southern California at the beach. Yeah. Great job. Red Scare. Signed with Red Scare.
All right.
Put that album out. Toby sent that out.
Toby Wong.
Thanks, Toby.
Toby
Next
Wong.
up, we got the Holophonics from deep in the heart of Texas.
You are just singing today.
Actually, and you know, I don't even know why I sang that. They're like on the border in Denton, which is kind of close to
But is that like
Oklahoma.
a song, or did you just make it up?
Deep in the heart of Texas?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's a song.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, now you know. Doo, 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 doo.
Oh, my God.
You always say it's bad. It's good. All right, Bob. I've had enough of your judgments. Let's move on. This is the Holophonics with Try Me On.
I think I need some new goals. Whoa, whoa, new manifesto. Something easy to understand. Something just a little more apropos. Like a fucking black hole. Whoa, for So come on and just try me on for size. Take these shoes and walk a mile, 'cause you've been getting under my skin, but you don't know the half of it. So come on, try me on for size. Shattered glass, an emergency has broke, 'cause every lyric that I sing is an injury my own. The alarm must be silent, the signal is weak, the response is distant and cold. And I know I'm not going anywhere, just treading water. But if you ever felt so close to drowning, then you know just to keep your head above the surface is enough to make you feel alive. So try me on for size. Take these shoes and walk a mile, 'cause you've been getting under my skin, but you don't know the half of it. So come on, come on. Size. Take these shoes and walk a mile, 'cause you've been getting under my skin, but you don't know the half of it. So come on, come on, try me on for size. Take these shoes and walk a mile, 'cause you've been getting under my skin, but you don't know the half of it. So come on, come on.
From the full-length Phantom Arrival, that was the Holophonics with Try Me On. Listen to the album on the plane out here today. All 12 songs, really good.
Nice.
Really good. If you haven't listened to it, go check the album out. They actually played in Denver a couple nights ago, and again, old man disease crept up on me. I'm really kicking myself because I would have loved to go catch them live. Really tight, clean ska band.
Nice.
Really tight. The horns in it are just like fucking crystal clear and smack you in the face. So head on over. I think the album is available for digital download for $5 on Bandcamp or something. Everybody can spend $5 on some good music, right?
Yeah, just don't buy a Frappuccino.
Don't buy a Frappuccino is
or an
Bob's
iced
advice.
coffee or whatever the fuck you guys buy.
What? Why are you criticizing my drink of choice?
Hey, I'm just saying.
It's hot.
I'm just
coffee.
saying you could be giving it
Who
to the
drinks
Holophonics.
hot coffee?
You could be giving it to the Holophonics. You could do without.
I'll
drink
do
some
both.
water.
All right, Bob, settle down. But you're right.
Have a glass of water.
You should be hydrated, listeners. All right, let's move on to the news.
From dyingsceneradio.com, we'll read to you. We're still waiting for Fed Mike to approve.
We're going to start off with a little bit of sad news. Steve Soto of the Adolescents and Agent Orange passed away at the age of 54. Really big hit for the punk community. We've actually saw a lot of support pouring out. I know a lot of venues here in Los Angeles had something up on the marquee because he really is like an integral part of the scene here in Los Angeles. The people that aren't from here really don't get how tight-knit the scene is here. For such a large city, it's really weird. You go to these shows and you see the same 30 people at every show. And a lot of them are in very well-known punk bands, but they're still out in the scene and hanging out. And Steve Soto was one of those. I saw him at a couple shows and he just kind of, people gravitate towards him because he's such a really, really good guy and a vital part of the scene here in Southern California. So a lot of people really devastated by that. And of course, we here at Dying Scene Radio are definitely sending our condolences out to the family.
Do we know what happened?
No, I don't think at this point, or at least when I did the outline, I hadn't really done it. But he was 54. I mean, obviously, that's not real old, but that is, the kind of time when things start settling in and you start, old age starts catching up with you. So really, really sad to hear that.
Still not that old, though.
Yeah, I know. It really isn't. But our condolences are out to his family, and the scene here has definitely taken a hit, but we're strong people here. The scene here is very tight-knit, and we will get over it, definitely.
But we won't forget it.
Definitely will not ever forget Steve Soto. Moving on. Let's go on to some happier news. Ska punk vets Goldfinger.
Met a Sunday, that was yesterday. The girl I knew from 1990. Your eyes are hazel, her name is Mabel. I kissed her.
Goldfinger have just announced 2 shows in San Diego and Anaheim. 2 exclusive shows.
All right.
Just going to be right down here in your kind of neck of the woods. You could drive down there.
I can drive to Anaheim.
You could drive
for
down there.
sure.
So those dates are going to be August 31st and September 1st. The trio will be playing with the Suicide Machines, Bucko 9, and Suburban Legends.
All right.
So pretty stacked lineup.
It's like Back to the Beach Part 2.
It is kind
Except
of,
for it's not at the beach.
And maybe you can make this one.
Yeah, I will try. What are the dates?
I just told you, August 31st and September 1st.
Okay. All right.
You really need to pay attention.
I have a hard time.
You make yourself look foolish.
I have a hard time
I give
pretending.
you all the facts, then you ask questions.
My brain is thinking about other things. Like
I'm
if
sure
I should
it is.
go and
I can see
where.
you. You're forgetting that I can see you.
Yeah.
When we were doing this remotely, I couldn't see you, and you were probably doing a million other things. I'm looking at you now, and you are not fully engaged with me, Bobbert. I demand your attention.
We're both on our outlines.
Next up, our buddies from Washington, Hilltop Rats.
I made it. I am way past the age of 22. Done all the drugs, slept on the floor. Now I...
Hilltop Rats have announced some West Coast tour dates. That's pretty much going to be over the summer, starting off on 7/13, which will have indubitably passed by the time you heard this. But moving on through September, early September, they're going to start off in their home state of Washington and work their way down the coast. Looks like the deepest they'll go is kind of Tempe, Arizona, before heading back up to Washington to close out the tour. They're actually going to be spending a day here in Los Angeles. I think they had a hard time booking. I think it's on a Monday. LA's not the easiest place to book, especially on a Monday.
Yeah.
So I think instead of playing the show, they're going to take the day off. We're going to see if Bobby can't go hang out with them because I can't make the commute back.
We'll see. We'll see what happens, guys.
Where are you going to take them?
I don't know. Maybe for a beer. That's all I do
Dude,
is drink
so
beer.
generic.
That's all I do is
So
drink beer.
generic. Why don't you take them somewhere romantic?
The beach. I gotta work, so if I take him somewhere, it'll be like hanging out at night, All right, there's
Really gotta
Bar
ditch
82 or
Bar
whatever.
82. Hilltop Rats, it's a date. Bob's taking you guys out to Bar 82.
We'll see. It's a barcade.
That'll be fun.
Pinball, beer, video games.
Just watch your backs, because he's gotten really handsy. He's already grabbed my ass 3 times since I've been here, so.
Okay, well, once I was helping you in the car.
I didn't need help, Bob.
The other I was helping you out of the car.
Enough. So, 5 years after parting ways with Against Me,
I don't want to talk about it. I don't think you'd understand how things are getting so fucked up with such good intentions.
Against Me, former bass player Andrew Seward is back in the fold.
Nice.
In a statement that accompanied the above picture, head over to dyingsceneradio.com. Laura Jane Grace reported the news that had been rumored since Seward sat in on a surprise show in Detroit.
Was it an
late last month.
unsubstantiated rumor?
Sure. Let's say unsubstantiated. Did you just want to say it to sound smart?
It's an Against Me song.
Now only if we could find something that made you look smart. So yeah, the most prevalent baser from Against Me, I guess he was probably part of the team for about 10, 11 years or so. Obviously there's been a few basers kind of come in through the rotation, but I think he's probably the one most recognizable. So really excited to see that. And I know originally when he left it was amicable. I think he just wanted to kind of do some life things, maybe spend time with family. Take it slow. Touring's tough, especially after being in a band for 10 years, and especially back then when Against Me was, a lot less well known.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was pretty arduous to go on tour back
Right.
then as opposed to now where everything's maybe a little cushier.
I don't know. Maybe not.
I think so.
For them, maybe.
For them, yes.
for them.
Yes.
Hey, is baser a word?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Yeah. So a drummer would be a drummer.
Yeah, Bob.
Guitar.
Yeah. Start referencing them as that. Start doing it.
Singer.
No, I think most people will definitely pick up on it if you say that, and they will think you're really intelligent. So definitely do that whenever you're talking about drummers or guitarers. Okay.
It's a guitar player.
Do you want
bass
to be,
player?
Do you want to be a
Not
smart ass, Bob?
baser.
Do you want to be a smart ass,
Not a
Bobby?
guitar.
This is what happens when we don't have an interview. We really got to get something for next episode. This one's gone off the rails. All right. Moving on while I try and keep this train wreck on course. MXPX.
About the time that I turned 14, I got a job doing landscaping. Those days were long in my old boss.
MXPX have released a video for Let's Ride, a track from their upcoming full length. MXPX has been around for a while, and I'm glad they're still putting out full lengths.
What full length is this going to be for them? How many full length albums?
A lot. This album was crowdfunded. I think it was Kickstarter, maybe?
Okay.
One of them. We've got a link up on dyingscene.com, so if you really want to know, head over there. But this one was actually funded. It's still going on, the online campaign. You got 100 different merch packages you can choose from at different price points. But definitely head over to the site, listen to the song. Really good. Of course, it's classic MXPX skate punk, kind of pop punk sound. But it's been a while since we've heard from them. I can't even remember the last album, but I'm also
I just
pretty
counted
forgetful.
20 albums on their Spotify.
Jesus. Yeah,
I mean,
know
it
if
looks
they're all
like
full links. And
No, there's like acoustic collection,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
ultimate playlist, Life in General 2.0. I've never even listened to that. Punk Rock Christmas on the cover too. Like, so some of these aren't like,
Yeah, like real
10 years in running. That's probably a thing. I don't know. But anyways, holy shit, that's still a ton of albums.
Isn't it?
From 1994, they've got to be like the most active band.
I don't know.
In the
Yeah.
last 20 years, they've probably put out more albums than any other punk band.
Been around a long time.
Yeah.
Been around a long
Yeah,
time.
25 years, yeah.
Jeez. Has it been that long? I remember when they first came out.
Yeah.
They're wow.
I would bet, though, I'd put some money that they're probably more active than any other punk band.
I'm not sure. We'll have to crunch the numbers.
Count albums. Somebody get back to us.
Yeah, make the listeners do the work.
Hey, man, there's got to be somebody out there who knows this shit, and it's not us.
Well, one of my good friends, Trevor, plays guitar for him on occasion. You know, he's a fiddle guitar.
Nice.
Guitarer, so I should ask him. So I'm sure he's always on the road with him. He plays for
He's always guitaring.
Screeching Weasel as well. He fills in for a lot of bands.
Nice.
He's a busy man.
Nice.
But MXPX is one of them. We'll have to ask him. And I don't know why I've never pulled that card to try and get an interview with Matt Herrera. I don't like pulling favors,
Yeah.
but we should sometime.
Yeah.
He's around here somewhere.
That is. We
Yeah.
saw him at,
I've seen him around.
yeah, we saw him at Punk and Druffler.
Again, that's what I'm talking about. The
Yeah.
community here, like even people like
Because he was
that
playing
have
with
been-
Goldfinger, but yeah.
But they're out in the crowds.
Yeah.
You see them at shows.
Yeah.
There's been many times I've just been kind of bopping around in the crowd. I look next to me and there's somebody pretty famous. I'm seeing as far as punk bands, not like famous, but
One of my friends was at a show not too long ago. I forget exactly what band he was saying, but he said he looked over and Davey Havoc was in the pit, like right next to him.
Shit
Still,
like that.
yeah, this was just like a few months ago. It was like a hardcore band. I don't know why. I can't for the life of me remember what band he was saying.
because it's a lie, Bob.
Yeah.
You're making up lies
I
to
am.
make yourself look cooler.
I am.
All right. Next up, Bad Religion. You're talking about old bands. Bad Religion.
Boots cracking on a polished floor. Redheads gathered at the liquor store.
Bad Religion streams a new song. The kids are alt-right. Wouldn't say it's Bad Religion's best work, but it is very topical.
How dare you?
And they are coming out with a new album. So I'm sure that this is one of the songs from the album. Of course, I'm sure you can tell by the name. The song is politically charged because, of course, it's Bad Religion.
Yes.
And it's very strong message towards the alt-right and the current conservative, I don't fucking, politics.
Yeah.
Can I just say politics and say I'm done with that?
Yes.
Fuck politics?
Yes, we can.
CNN's fake news. So yeah, Bad Religion's coming out with a new album, and they released a new song. Head over to dyingscene.com, listen to it, tell us what you think. I think it's a little heavy-handed. I think they could have been a little bit more creative with the delivery. That's all.
Yeah.
That's what you expect from Bad Religion. You don't want to just be pummeled with it. You want it to be make you think about it a little bit.
You
right?
know, I will say that a lot of the punk music that I've been hearing that's politically charged lately is like very straightforward with it, and I don't know. I don't know what that's getting at. I think it's just getting into people's frustration with things currently.
Well, it might be kind of like the flip side of the coin, because they're like the political climate right now is kind of like that.
Yeah,
it's kind of
no,
blunt
I know
and
it.
straightforward. They don't kind of hide their feelings or their beliefs. So
Yeah.
maybe it's just kind of like a reciprocation.
Yeah.
But yeah, very straightforward. Like I said, nothing wrong with it. I just like my punk music a little bit more highbrow.
Agree.
Something to think
agree.
about a little bit.
I agree.
More. But head over, let us know what you think. Who gives a shit what we think? We're a bunch of assholes. All right. Since we fucked up and we don't have an interview, how about we take a little break from the news, play a block of music, come back and do some more fucking news.
Sounds good.
Hey, do you think we should play the news theme again?
No.
Oh,
No one wants to
we
do that
worked so
again.
hard on it. I'm proud of our new news theme song.
Nobody's commented on it.
they don't fucking know. Nobody's paying attention. We're proud of it.
I'm proud of it.
All right.
I imagine at least one person would be like, ha, ha, ha. That was cool.
You think?
Maybe. I thought.
Off the new LP, Live Fast, Die Young, this is The Painted Dogs with Kill Chain.
People say you have a wild side. Why the secrecy? You don't have to hide. Unleash that rebel soul, the one we used to know. You don't have to be responsible. Baby, you don't have to join the status quo. You are not a slave. That is not our fate. So roll. There's so many things you ever done. You're gonna get your moment in the sun. Live fast, die young. Live fast, die young. Live fast, die young tonight. Look out, baby, there's a world out there. I know it frightens you, I know that you're scared. You're not the only one whose time has finally come. So roll. There's so many things you ever done. You're gonna get your moment in the sun. Live fast, die young. Live fast, die young. Live fast, die young. Roll, baby, roll. Baby,
That was Kill Chain from Motor City Punk's The Painted Dogs. They actually emailed that one in. Bob and I had a conversation about this earlier. Those guys sent in the album. I listened to it. I'll put it on the fucking show.
Nice.
That's really all you got to do.
Easy as that.
If it's good. If you send me shit, it's probably not going to make it.
That's going to happen.
Not that it's going to be shit forever. Keep working on it.
Yeah.
Get a little bit better. Send us stuff a year or two from now, and I'll probably play it then. I never like to dog people because I'm inept when it comes to fucking music. So regardless of how bad it is, it's better than anything I could ever do.
That's true.
So I'm still very proud of the work that you're putting into it. Might not be radio ready, but keep working on it and keep sending us stuff. And if you've sent something in and you haven't heard back, obviously I've been extremely busy. Bob doesn't help out at all with any of this. So don't worry. If it's good, we'll put it on the show. If not, then we won't.
What
or if I need
percentage-
something else. Also, sometimes people will send in stuff. I might need some more information. I'll follow up with you at some point.
How many submissions would you say you play, like percentage-wise? Do you play like 100% of the submissions you get, 50%, 10%?
Well, I mean, pretty much everything I play is submitted, whether it's from a record label or something like that.
But I mean, like of the other bands that hit you up, like this band, that just kind of like, hey, we've got an album coming out. Here you go. Would you say you play about half?
No, not half. Fewer than that.
Fewer than that?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'd say maybe 2 or 3 a week, or an episode. And then we've also got maybe.
How many do you
about
get per
another-
episode?
Oh, how many emails?
How many
do I
emails
get?
do you get about it? Yeah.
I probably get about 15 emails
Okay.
between episodes.
So you got like a 20% chance.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
same
then the
deal.
rest of the music comes from like record labels,
Right,
where they say,
right,
"Hey,
right.
we've got a new album coming out. Can you put it on the show?"
I was just wondering, like, if someone were to reach out and send it to you, what are their odds? I want people to, not know, it's not hopeless. We're not getting thousands.
No,
It's not like a
absolutely-
1% chance that you're going to
absolutely
get
not.
played.
I think right now I've got a backlog of about 300 bands, though. So there's a lot to choose from, and not all 300 are going to make it.
Yeah.
So that might be 200.
Yeah.
But send it in; it'll get on eventually. Like I
Yeah.
said, if this album or song that you made doesn't get on, work a little bit harder and send us something a year or two from now. No harm, no foul. We're not going to judge you. Bob will judge you. I'm not going to judge you.
I won't judge you. None of my bands ever made it.
We're going to play some Draining Endorphins, though. All right. Next up is Israeli 4-piece pop punk act. This is Bare Dreams with the single Why Can't I?
Can you see the space between us? Well, it's tearing us apart.
let the fire burn us to the ground. I will watch us fade slowly, and the darkness will decide who will rise up from the ashes, who will die.
That was Bear Dreams from Israel. You don't get very many pop punk bands from that region. Name of the song was Why Can't I? And that's from their debut EP, Au Revoir. You like that? That was French. Au revoir.
Yeah, that was great.
That was actually pretty
You're
good.
getting better.
Hey, you want to hear me butcher some more French?
Please.
This next one is from MSS France. It's FRNCE. I guess it's shorthand for France. I don't know. There's no A in there, but MSS France. The name of the song is Fais-le toi-même,
All right.
which means do it yourself.
I
So
feel
even
like
the
you-
DIY ethos extends over to France.
Of course it does.
Fais-le toi-même. Is that right?
I don't know.
I'm pretty
Don't
sure
ask
the
me.
listeners will let us know. Either way, fucking spin it.
Yeah.
That was Fais-le toi-même from MSS France. When I asked the band about the song, they said that it was written during a hangover about a year ago, the day after the first round of French presidential elections. Marine Le Pen, the racist, or Emmanuel Macron, the banker. It was an impossible choice. Two egos totally disconnected from the real world, from day-to-day France, who struggles and who simply tries to survive without hate. The band dedicated one verse to each, with a childish and naive word, even if all politicians with a capital P are the target. They pointed to the whole democratic model. So they don't care. They just hate them all.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of with them.
Yeah.
I'm with you guys. I
Yeah.
love it. And I really like the do-it-yourself aspect of it. Any band that kind of embraces that lifestyle or that kind of ethos really sticks with me.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I live.
It's nice
Do it
that
yourself.
it's growing. That
It
movement is growing.
The movement. All right. Let's stick with the foreign band theme. What do you think?
Let's do
This
it.
time we're going to go all the way to the foreign, glistening, syringe-laced beaches of New Jersey.
Oh.
This is Lovely for the Night from the punk supergroup Beach Rats.
Lonely for the
That was Beach Rats with Lonely for the Night. We actually talked about them last episode. I believe it was last episode.
We did. Why did you call them foreign?
New Jersey. New Jersey's not really part of America, is it?
I mean, yes.
New Jersey.
Oh, no.
I can give it a hard time. I live there. I love it. But it's not the cleanest state. And the beaches are fucking horrible.
Is this not the same Beach Rats that we talked about a few weeks ago?
Absolutely. I'm just being a dumbass. Keep up.
I know.
So yeah, that Brian Baker, Pete Steinkopf, Ari Katz, and a few others, all from different bands, Bouncing Souls.
Yeah.
Brian Baker's been in a few bands, Dag Nasty among many others. The EP just came out on July 27th via Bridge 9 Records, one of my new favorite labels, and the album is fucking good, Bob. Yeah. It's good. You should listen to it.
Well, I would, but I need to get that sneak preview.
Oh.
You've got that sneak preview.
Oh. Yeah.
It ain't fully out yet. Today is not the 27th.
Well,
the 27th will have passed after
sometimes
we
I forget
this.
my dates because I do get advance copies sometimes.
Yeah, it's not fair.
But when the album comes out, go ahead and snag a copy. And then send me an email thanking me for cluing your sorry ass in. All right. Whittle Bobby's pick of the episode. Here he is. He's sending in some pretty good picks lately. This one's from the garage punk band, Playboy Man Baby. This is College is a Scam.
Destroy your entire life. So be careful of the dotted line. Qui bono exulumni. Oh, it's a trap, it's a trap, it's a goddamn trap. Be careful where you step, you might not be walking back. College, it's a scam. College is a goddamn scam. Yeah, it's a scam, it's a scam, it's a blatant empty sham. College is a goddamn scam. Choose the way you want to die. You can sell your body to the military, your body to the bank. You can commit a minor crime and sell your body to the state. It's a trap, it's a trap, it's a goddamn trap. Be careful where you step, you might not be walking back. College, it's a scam. College is a goddamn scam. It's a scam, it's a scam, it's a blatant empty sham. College is a goddamn scam. College, it's a scam. It's a blatant empty sham. College is a goddamn scam. Unless you get a map, you shouldn't waste the cash. Higher education, keeping people trapped. I used to raise you up and now keep you oppressed. I used to raise you up and now keep you oppressed. Once you get a map, you shouldn't waste the cash. Higher education, keeping people trapped.
Garage punk from the Valley of the Sun. That was Playboy Man Baby with College is a Scam. That was Bobby's pick.
What is the Valley of the Sun?
Valley of the Sun. That's the area that they're in Arizona.
Oh,
Come on,
okay.
man.
Like Sun Valley?
I think it's around the Phoenix area. I think, yeah, it's like a conglomerate area.
I don't know.
Well, of course you don't.
Valley of the Sun.
Yeah, so there was Bob's pick. That off of the new album, Lobotomobile, which is a fucking stellar name.
Yes.
I love saying it. It kind of rolls off the tongue.
Lobotomobile.
Lobotomobile. Say it, Bob.
Lobotomobile.
Say it, listener. Lobotomobile. You're saying it now, aren't you? I can
hope
see
so.
you. I hear you saying it, listener.
Let's say it all together.
1, 2, 3.
Lobotomobile.
Oh, it's so cathartic.
Yes.
Very relaxing.
Yes.
What do you think about getting back to the news? Enough bullshitting.
Yes. Back to the
All
news.
right,
we go.
back to the news. Next up, Strung Out. Strung Out is releasing a beer.
They released a beer.
Oh, that's right. And you missed the little show that they had a couple days ago.
Yeah, the show's coming up.
Is it?
Yeah, it's
I
on
thought it
like
was last
July 27th or something like that.
Well, we are just full of facts here at Dying Scene Radio. New from Strung Out, the band has announced they have teamed up with Lucky Luke Brewing out of Antelope Valley.
Yeah, Palmdale is about 10 minutes from
Bob's
my folks'
neighborhood.
house.
So, from the Toadies, Rubberneck Red, to Hanson's Hops, very creative name. What was the other group again? Strung Out is the latest in the trend of bands and musicians to team up with the breweries to try and bring beer-drinking fans a little something special.
Yeah.
I think this probably fills the void, maybe, from Stone Brewing and the No Effects debacle, the fallout.
I hope so. You know, I've still been seeing the Pumpkin Drublick beer at a few places, so it's not completely pulled from the shelves or gone yet. But yeah, the Lucky Luke one, I'll have to try it. My friend tried it 2 days ago, and I saw him yesterday, and he said, it's a lager.
Hey, I'll drink
like,
that.
how was it? And he said, it's a lager. That was his response. So, I mean, if you like lagers, which most people do, it's good. He drinks a lot of different beers, and, you know, he's always looking for different things. So...
I think you should definitely go up and try and score an interview with Strung. And even if you don't, they're playing right up the street at Alex's Bar.
They're
a
playing
couple
there,
weeks later.
27th, and Alex's Bar on like the 4th. I think I have a show that night.
We're taking bets on if Bob's going to strike out on both of these interview opportunities. I'm going to go ahead and tell you the answer is yes, he's going to strike out on both of them.
I'm betting with you, not against you.
So I guess there's really no incentive for anybody to vote. Bob's not going to do shit. All right, next up, folk punk outfit Lucero.
I don't want you anymore.
Lucero recently shared a video for the song For the Lonely Ones. The song comes from the upcoming LP Among the Ghosts, scheduled to be released early August via their own Liberty and Lament label. I'm definitely pushing this one because they're also going to be touring in support of the album, and they're coming through Denver and playing at Red Rocks. They're also going to have a special acoustic one-off show, face-to-face acoustics at that. And I'm really pushing hard for that one. Jay, if you're listening, don't forget about me. He said he could get me in. He said no problem. He's pretty tight with the guys in Lucero. So, but check out, we've got all the dates up over on dyingscene.com. The tour is already well underway. I believe the date in Denver is early August. So really looking forward to that. It'll be my first show at Red Rocks, assuming Jay can pull some strings with his buddies in Lucero. And it should help that I'm plugging them. That's really the only reason I put this new segment on, is to butter them up some. Hey guys, I'm going to tag you in this, listen to it, and then get me into a show for a photo pass.
I only do it for shirts, and I've yet to get one.
Oh, dude, I'm swimming in shirts, dude. And they're all large. Men's larges.
Send one my way.
All right, news of the week for me, Swingin' Utters.
Probably restless one day. Counting my throat with just a value day. As I says better on the way.
Have a new album coming out, and they're streaming a song. Human Potential off of the upcoming album Peace and Love has been released. We've got that streaming over on the Mothership. Definitely head over to that. Swinging Utters is coming to Denver, and I'm definitely going to that show. I don't know if I even want to like shoot the show and do an interview and play and stuff. I just want to go and fucking thrash and go and see a show. And if it's going to be a show like that, I want it to be Swinging Utters.
Yeah.
Peace and Love is due out on August 31st via their longtime home, Fat Records.
Yep.
To get you excited for it, they released the video. Head over and check that out. Really good song.
Nice.
I asked Bob, I said, Bob, you should listen to that song. He didn't even listen to it before the show. I was like, dude, it's fucking incredible. What? He just totally refused.
Can't listen
He's
to
like
everything.
A stubborn little asshole.
Can't listen to everything.
You can, Bob.
Cannot.
So, Peace and Love is Swingin' Utters' first release since last year's compilation album, Drowning in the Sea, Rising with the Sun, and their first studio album since 2014's Fistful of Hollow. So, definitely stoked for that. Keep an eye on dyingscene.com because I think we'll be posting the tour dates before too long. I don't see them on here, but I got an alert from my little hometown bar that they're going to be playing there. So I can walk up there and stumble home. All right. movie news. We should start doing a segment of movie news. It seems like every week we have a documentary or something like that to talk about. This episode is no different. A new documentary is being made about ska in the 90s, right up Bob's alley.
I'm down.
Currently #1 project in Kickstarter's music section. So that's pretty cool.
Who's behind this?
You always wondering who's behind you, Bob.
I don't wonder.
The film has already reached its goal and it's working towards its stretch goals. They've really got some cool stretch goals too. Like if you get like 10,000 over, they're going to get like a celebrity narrator or something like that. So
nice.
the overreach goals are kind of cool.
Yeah.
We've got the link up for their website on dyingscene.com. Go over there and check that out. Check out the packages because they're really cool. Pick It Up, Ska in the 90s will tell the story of ska's history throughout the first 2 waves in the 60s and 80s and how the third wave turned ska into an entirely new sound in the 90s and became wildly popular all around the world for a brief moment in music history. Bands interviewed will include Real Big Fish, Less Than Jake, No Doubt.
What do you mean? Why are you confused?
Save Ferris, Hepcat, Goldfinger, the Aquabats.
If I'm not mistaken, like Real Big Fish and No Doubt went to the same high school, and Save Ferris and all those people, they were all like from Orange County.
Cool story, Jeopardy Teen, the Mad Caddies, Fishbone, Sublime, the Toasters, the Specials, and many, many more. And to answer your question from earlier, Bob, I don't know who's behind it. Do some research.
Oh. Well, this one I'm going to want to follow because I hope they'll do, like a documentary release tour or something, go around and show it at a few places.
That'd be cool. And
those
have
are
a
always
couple of
fun.
the bands play?
Yeah, have some of the bands play, or even just have some guest speakers from some of the bands or whatever, stand up and do a Q&A, or I don't know. I just think it's always fun to go do those things and see those things. It's like going to a show, but it's
not
different. It's a different type of energy.
Yeah,
you get a different level of intimacy.
And it makes you feel like you're a smart person because you're not just going to a punk show and punching kids.
Yes.
I went to see a documentary this weekend.
And I got in the documentary pit.
Excellent. Documentary pits should be the next thing. We should go to this and start a pit.
Start a doc pit.
Pit it up.
I think a doc pit would be like what? Us sitting cross-legged on the floor, scooting in a circle.
Raising your hand so that you can ask a question to the director. And finally, Down by Law.
You want a perfect prefab world where the boy always gets the girl, but the world's not really like that. We're not synonymous in the beast.
Streaming a new song off of their new album. Really excited for that. Down by Law is one of my high school favorites. The album All In is due out August 3rd on Kung Fu Records and Cleopatra Records. It's their first full album since 2013's Revolution Time. So if you're a big fan of Down by Law, most people are, definitely head over and check out the song and make sure you pre-order. We've got things all up at the mothership. Head on over.
Nice.
Dave, you like how I'm pushing all this traffic to your website? Count them clicks. How many are mine? Let's play some more music. What do you think, Bob?
Let's do it.
From Leeds, UK, this is Eat Defeat with Nothing's Wrong.
Just let it go. Give it time and don't rewind. And then you'll know we're 1,000 miles apart, but close to. My eyes are focused on the road. My eyes are focused on the road. Inside my head I feel I'm buried.
together again.
From the new 10-track LP, that was Nothing's Wrong from British phenoms Eat Defeat. I think We'll Be Okay is the name of that song, and it's out in August sometime. And that's going to be out via our friends over at Bearded Punk Records.
All right.
Which is what both of us are.
Yes.
We're some fine-looking, well, I'm a fine-looking bearded punk. You are a bearded punk.
My beard's better than yours.
Your beard is way better than mine. Your face, not so much. Let's move on. From Toronto, Ontario, this is Wet Bandits with the single Veruca. That was Veruca from Toronto, Ontario natives Wet Bandits. Great Home Alone reference.
All the great ones leave their mark. We're the Wet Bandits.
You're sick, you know that?
And that's actually another email submission. So that's 2 for this episode,
Yeah,
sir,
nice.
if you're keeping score at home. So again, we will play your music. Got to meet a certain quality.
Yeah. But we'll play it.
But we will play it. Oh, we'll play
and
it.
by we, I mean you.
Yeah, I do most of the work. I'm going to start forwarding the emails to your inbox. You're fucking disgusting. I can't work with you. Play some more fucking music. This one is Keep Lodo Off South Broadway by Sorry Sweetheart.
It's not the end of the world tomorrow. I don't know if I can wait that long. Choosing to die's a hard pill to swallow, but come with me, it will be fun. And I hate everything I've seen, and I hate from the treadmill, 86 from everything, 86 from Lodo, got 86 from 3Ks, 86 from the treadmill, 86 from everything, 86 from Lodo, got 86 from 3Ks, 86 from the treadmill, 86 from everything, 86 from Lodo, got 86 from 3Ks, 86 from the treadmill, 86 from everything.
That was Denver's very own Sorry Sweetheart with the song Keep Lodo Off South Broadway, which I understand the reference because now I'm a Denverite, Denveronian.
Yeah.
I like Denveronian.
Denveronian?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's what it is.
Sounds
but,
like a food.
Lobotomobile.
Yeah. In your lobotomobile eating a
I'm gonna take my
Denveronian?
lobotomobile. No, I like that song. As a hockey fan, I really love the Todd Bertuzzi reference of taking cheap shots. So well done, boys. Bob's shaking his head.
I didn't get
Sports
it.
reference. I don't understand it.
Who's
Bob's
Lodo?
too cool. Lodo is an area of Denver.
Okay.
Much like South Broadway.
Okay.
Basically, what he's saying is keep the hipsters out of the cool neighborhood.
Okay.
For those non-Denveronians.
All right.
I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't know anything.
All right. Next up, we've got melodic punk from San Diego. This is Scarecrow with Soap Opera Box.
Now weirdly, you never let go, but it's getting harder to put on the show with a smile. The stagger, perfect execution comes on point and far. So long, so long. So subtle are the actions. The lovers sick of their own presence. Historically, such a burden. Star signs the brutal reason that we're here. So long, so long. I should've called it when you said we wouldn't make it. It's quite not there, but do you really care? Oh, it's alright when nothing's alright. If it goes in weekly, repeat the fuck, 'cause here we go again. Spending Saturday nights on the telephone, spending weeks to months until the deadline. Can't complain, get me taken till we're alone. Quite not there, but do you really care at all?
From the new album, Before the Sun Catches Us All, that was Scarecrow with Soap Opera Box from La Escalera Records down there in San Diego.
Nice.
Another one of my favorite smaller labels. The guys down there do a great job. That San Diego scene is popping. It's popping. Do the kids still say that?
They don't.
Well,
Sorry.
guess the egg's on my face.
Yes.
Bass riffs in that song are pretty sick.
Always.
Love them. Those guys are also playing Fest, so if you're going to be down there, check them out. I was going to try and make it to Fest this year, but just so much is going on in my fucking life. Like, probably need
Not going to be able to make it happen.
Yeah, it's like another week and a half. Fest is long, man. It starts so early, and it's grueling if you're trying to do work.
I bet. But also, then you've got enough material to put out for a while.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I also have enough material that I'm going to be in the edit bay for the next year and a half.
Yeah.
So
Bummer.
that was always the drawback to punk rock bowling. It's
Yeah.
great while you're there. Then you come back and you have 4,000 pictures you got to shuffle through. So yeah, if you're gonna be in Fest, if you're lucky enough to be down there in Florida for Fest, definitely go check out Squarecrow. Love those guys. Really fucking good group of guys, and they make incredible fucking music.
Awesome.
All right, that's it.
All right.
Man, it seems kind of short without the interview, huh?
Yeah. No, it seems perfect.
So what are we going to do to correct this issue in the future, Bob? You finally got a field recorder.
It will be in the mail tomorrow.
Yeah.
Or
so
it
you
will
can
come into my mailbox tomorrow.
So you can actually do some work and contribute.
I can try.
That's all I ask,
Yeah,
Bob.
I don't know if it'll happen, but I can try.
Yeah, and you went and got... And
Hey,
you,
I
and
contribute a lot. You know what? The amount of editing
here
and
he goes
mixing
with the editing. Here
that goes
he goes
into this.
Here he goes.
Look, we end up being an hour and 45 minutes last time. I got to listen to the episode like 3 times in full, and then also make little chops in between and this and that. You're dead.
And Bob went, and then he fucking punked me. He went out and got a better field recorder than mine and like rubbed it in my face. Oh, I got the Zoom H12000.
That's because you're a little bitch.
Mine has 4 audio outputs.
Actually, it'll have 6 if
I
I buy the adapter.
You see this motherfucker?
Yeah.
But
While
we're-
you're sitting there over there doing interviews with a band with 5 members in it, passing around 2 fucking microphones, one for
Actually,
you hogging one.
I still only have one
Yeah,
mic, so
there you go.
I usually put it in the middle of the 5 of us.
Yeah.
That's
have
why the
like
audio
a-
on mine sucks.
Yeah. Yep. Mine will
But
be better.
we're making strides, and we're trying to make some progress to improve the show on an episode to episode basis. Even at our financial deficit here, we're running a deficit as far as our funding is concerned. Dave,
Yeah. Yeah.
we're about $1,000 in.
Right.
We do it for the love. None of the bands we cover probably get paid. Why should we?
Right. Yeah. I've
Yeah.
never gotten paid for any of this shit. So occasionally a venue will kick me like $80
There you
for
go.
playing between a band of 5 people. That's like $15-$20 a
You
piece.
probably get some free beer too. You get beer tickets some places.
Some places, and some places we spend $20 in beer, so we give it right back to them.
Hey, I guess it's a good time. At least you get free beer.
Scotland Yard gives us free beer all night long.
Scotland Yard is good. It's
Yeah.
a tiny venue, but they treat the bands right.
They
And they
do.
usually bring in pizza from next door too,
Yep,
don't they?
yep.
Yeah.
Drifters always gives us free beer all night long, and they pay us. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah,
Look at you.
There's
You
a few
know all
good
the
places.
venues. You're so cool, Bob.
yeah. Thanks.
That's it. What
That's
are we
it.
going to do for next episode? Do we have anything planned? I'm scared.
We'll find interviews. Like I could possibly do a strung out one. I'll have to figure out.
You
my
could,
month.
but you're not going to.
I could possibly. We'll see what happens. Maybe
could,
I could
but you're not going to.
record the acoustic set. You know, what'd be dope is if I recorded the acoustic set with my 6 microphones. We can like play some of it on here, and I can interview them.
What good is 6 microphones for recording? Can you like stitch it together and make 6D sound or something?
Oh no, I can mic up each instrument. So you know, like
I'm sure they won't mind you going up and miking each of their Excuse me, guys. It's for Dying Scene Radio.
maybe they'll want it. Maybe they'll be like, dope.
Well,
Probably
why don't you,
not.
Why don't you follow up with them and find out, Bob? You have a new project.
Well, let me actually get it physically in my hands first, and then see what's up from there.
UPS, we need you more
Yeah.
than we've ever needed you.
Yeah.
That's it. So we don't know what's coming up. It's going to kind of depend
don't.
on if Bob is an asshole or not, and we all know he is.
Yes.
So you might get more incessant blathering from us next episode. I doubt it.
maybe.
I'm going to get something. I'll get something. I'm not going to rely on Bob. Don't you worry, listeners. I got you covered.
All right. Thanks.
But what Bob can do is play us out. You want to do that, Bobby?
Oh, okay. I'll play you guys out.
You're so accommodating. From the brand new EP, Blank Slates, this one is Phosphorus Bombs from Down Under. This one's overdue. Spin it, Bob.
Fine.
There was hope in recognition. What a trick. Body thinking, fighting some routine of austerity. Left with the memory of family. Apologies for all indignity. The prize of a mission never held enough regard. High enough to see the view that this golden soul cannot be sold with the promise of will make do. One day to remember, a moment to reflect on
Hey, Bob. Hey, Bob.
Damn it. Hey, P.
Hey, Bob.
Hey, P.
Hey, Bob.
AP.
Hey, Bob.
Hey, AP.
Can you not say it like a robot? Hey, Bob.
Hey, AP.
Hello, AP. Hey, Bobbert.
Yes. What?
Let's do another block of music. Okay.
Okay.
Jesus, you're worthless.